Hey, 9 to 5ers. I want to talk to you today about giving back, give you a little bit of an introduction to this concept. It's not a new concept by any means, but um, it's something really important for us to still do in our lives, especially as we go on and get to bigger levels of success. We want to make sure that we've ingrained that habit in ourselves early on because it's really important to show thanks. There's a lot of pieces that go into the puzzle for getting us to where we want to go. And if we don't really take the time to stop back and look at it, we end up losing that element of happiness from our lives that we are able to reach out and grab pretty easily. So it's really a method of expressing gratitude. And what gratitude really does for us is it changes the hormones in our body to go more into this creative state and this away from a stress state. So um, that's not really why we want to give, though. Um, the the individual reasons for each one of us is going to be different. We're not giving so that we can receive. You always hear, if you give, then you will receive. Yes, that is true, but you're not giving in order to receive something. You're not giving to get your own benefit out of it. The giving still needs to remain as an outward thing for the benefit of whoever whomever is receiving the gift. So when you're thinking about what you're wanting to give too with that, don't wait until you've achieved something in order to give. And that's kind of the other side of that. You don't want to say like, all right, I'm not going to give anything until I make $10,000 a month. Well, that's not really the point of giving either. Yes, you may do something above and beyond for reaching that goal, but you really need to be giving along the way. And it doesn't necessarily have to be money, it doesn't have to be a financial gift always. You can really be creative, and the more creative you can get, the better you can make these gifts and the more impactful they can be when you actually think outside of just the terms of money. And actually, I would challenge you, if you are already making a substantial amount of money, it's even more important to give something non financial. So, I want to give you a few tips here. First, give what you can now. Find some way to give what you can, whether it is financial. Maybe there's some other way that you can give as well. Number two, give in a way that lights you up. Like, if something really tugs at your heartstrings or gets you really excited or whatever it is, if it sparks some emotion in you to give in that way, that's probably a good sign that that's something for you to keep contributing to. And tip number three is don't be afraid of it. A lot of times we worry that if we give, we'll end up in a place of lack, and that's just not the case. It is really hard to actually do that, especially in this abundant world that we have. Things will happen, things will line up in ways that we do because all of the reasons I just listed line up. That gratitude changes our mindset, changes what's going on in the world around us, and all of that just connects to make the world itself better, and as a result, us being a part of that world, we get a side benefit as well. So thanks for listening. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit like. Love to hear what you think. Thanks for listening.